Hare Krishna. Philosophy should expand our human sensitivity, not shrink it. At the start of the Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna starts his instruction, in 2.11, Krishna chides Arjuna for his excessive emotionality based on bodily misconception. He says, you are lamenting for that which is not worthy of lamentation. Ashochyannushochastum pragyavadamsya bhashase gatasumsya nanushocanti panditaha. And thereafter Krishna tells Arjuna how you are not the body of the soul, and therefore, and the wise person does not lament for the destruction of the body. And yet, in the Mahabharata war that happens afterwards, when Arjuna's son Abhimanyu dies, being slaughtered ruthlessly by 6 Kauravas, at that time Arjuna breaks down. And when Arjuna breaks down emotionally, does Krishna say that, does Krishna chide him again with the philosophy? Why are you lamenting like an ignorant person? Not at all. If you read the Mahabharata, Krishna's tone is very sensitive and caring, and Krishna's words are very encouraging and warm. So why the difference? Because there is a time for education and there is a time for commiseration. Commiseration means expressing one's feelings. If somebody else is suffering, also feeling that person's feeling like oneself, and then helping that person become somewhat relieved by the sharing of that suffering. So understanding that there are different times for different things, education and commiseration, and understanding the difference between the two and adopting the right behavior at the right time, that is basic human sensitivity. And this human sensitivity should be expanded by our philosophy, not shrunk by it. Now, if we hammer people with philosophy at a time when there should be commiseration, then we end up alienating people who start thinking that all this philosophy business simply makes people heartless. It will make me also heartless, it has made this person heartless, so let me stay away from this philosophy. So this is not the way advanced spiritualists respond to situations. The Bhagavad Gita 6.33 says that this advanced spiritualists are profoundly empathetic. They feel the sufferings of others as if they were their own sufferings. Atmaupam yena sarvatra samam pashyati yo Arjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. That is the topmost yogi who sees the other sufferings as one's own sufferings by comparison with oneself. These yogis and these advanced spiritualists know by their own past experience how the absence of spiritual wisdom leaves one utterly shelterless when one is afflicted by material calamities. If a person doesn't know about the soul and then a loved one dies, what can a person do except grieve bitterly, be heartbroken? And these people also understand that just the knowledge of the soul is not like a magic wand that will remove suffering. Even when a person knows that knows about the eternal soul, still there are natural human emotions when somebody one's loves has gone away and is never going to come back. And these emotions, this indignation, this grief, it is natural, all the more so when the death of that loved one will happen untimely, as it happened in the case of Arjuna's son Abhimanyu, who was just 16 years old when he died. And he didn't just die by some natural cause. He was brutally slaughtered in an unfair confrontation when he was unarmed and chariotless. So, unarmed, outnumbered, chariotless. That is a brutal slaughter against all the codes of warfare. And therefore, Arjuna had every right to be angry. And no, that's why Krishna commiserated with Arjuna. And what was the result of this? Arjuna responded determinedly. What did Arjuna do? He soon restored, gained his composure and determined to free the world from the reign of unrighteous, vicious kings whose rulership had caused the slaughter of his son. And Arjuna's service to Krishna eventually increased. So by following Krishna's example of being sensitive in sharing the philosophy, we can also ensure that by our philosophical presentations, we don't alienate people but attract people towards Krishna's message of love. Thank you.